Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I hope you all are having a good day, good night, or good whatever. And I hope you guys had a good New Year's as well. I know it's after New Year's now, but it's not too long after New Year's. So I hope you guys had a good New Year's and just a good holiday in general. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did record this original video in September, so about 5 months ago. And I'm just now getting around to doing the voiceover for it. It took me a while to fully edit because the original video was like 4 hours long, just because it's a bigger build. So yeah. And I am sorry that this is a little bit bigger or a little bit longer of a video, just because there was so much going on that I didn't know what I could and couldn't cut out for it to make sense. So I apologize for that, but I hope you guys like it regardless. Now, I built this for a current household whenever I first got Cottage Living. So there's going to be a few things that are more like for that family in it. So like in this case, there are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and that's because it is a family of 4, about to be 5, because I think she's pregnant again, thanks to risky woos. But she has 2 sons, and they were toddlers whenever I built this, but they're now children. But yeah, and there is a little bit of custom content in this. I don't think there's a whole lot in here. I think there's only a little bit, but it is pretty pack heavy, so like there is a lot of cottage living stuff in here, and there is a lot of parenthood stuff in here. So just be prepared for that. But of course, if you download it regardless, even if you don't have those packs, you can always decorate or anything to how you like. You can just use it as a base for all, anything. And then I want to talk to you guys about this upstairs. So originally the blueprint that I was basing this off of had an upstairs, but my upstairs didn't really turn out very good. The way that the roof would need to be, it seems like the walls for upstairs need to be like maybe a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller, so like kind of like a half tile instead of a full tile. So I ended up just deleting the upstairs whenever I got to the roof, and boy oh boy, let me tell you that yeah, I haven't gotten any better with roofs. As you will see in this video, already now you can just tell that it was awful. I think I was pretty tired whenever I did this, so that also like added on to it, just because the fact that it just looks so horrendous that I have no clue what I was thinking. Already it just looks like a mess, like just a jumbled up mess of roofs, and it's awful. Once I figured it out, I was basically telling myself that I'm an idiot because it was so easy. I don't know why in the world I overthink roofs. Like, I just really overthink them. As you can see, like, that just looks so bad. Oh my goodness, it's awful. I don't know why I continue to build sometimes, because roofs are so hard for me to do, and it's just because I overthink it. Because a lot of times, the roofs aren't as hard as I make them out to be for some of these builds. Because I don't know, it's just I make them seem a lot harder than they actually are. Which, I mean, roofs in general for builds are not easy. Don't get me wrong, they're not really easy if you don't do them like very frequently, which I don't. So that's why my roofs always turn out kind of bad. And then another thing that I used in this build was a lot of debug items. I think they will just stay there whenever you download it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know how debug works for the gallery. But there is a decent amount of debug items in this. And I got all the debug stuff, which you will see later on whenever I actually start furnishing, or closer to the end of my furnishing, you will see that I had like laid out some rooms on the yard that were full of debug stuff, and that was all from Urban Sims on her gallery, because she had posted all these rooms with all these debug for certain like things, and I was like, oh my god, thank god I don't have to scroll through debug constantly. But towards the end, you will see a little bit of me scrolling through debug, and that was cut. I spent probably an hour or almost an hour scrolling through debug just trying to find these paths, or these stone paths that James Turner used in his Cottage Living Rags to Riches series. I couldn't find them. I literally even went to the video to see if maybe like I can see where he like scrolled down to, or like if there was a certain pack that he filtered it to, but I honestly just could not find them. And it was making me so frustrated to the point where I was always like, okay, I just gotta quit and I just gotta carry on. It was really bad. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I think it's really funny the fact that Cottage Living came out a little after I made my cottage style build. Like I think that was my last build that I made, was my cottage style build. And lo and behold, Cottage Living literally came out like a little after that, and I was always like, did I just predict Cottage Living? I know I didn't, but you know, it's funny. It's funny regardless. I thought that was really funny. And I even told my husband, I was also like, there's no way that I literally just sat there and predicted Cottage Living with my cottage style build. I struggled a little bit with this exterior. Okay, car outside. I don't know if you guys heard that, but a car just like turned on and revved their engine really loud. I don't know. But I struggled a little bit with this outside, but I really like that Cottage Living did come with some stucco stuff. And maybe that's just like the southern part of me that really likes that, because I thought it looked really cool, or like it fit really well. As I was using a reference again, I'm still not 100% comfortable with building myself, so I don't really build very many original designs, I guess. I get a lot of the things that I build off of Pinterest or something like that, just to, you know, give myself a little bit of a reference, just because like I said, I'm not 100% comfortable in my own building enough to do that yet. Now, I have built like a few things by myself, but they just don't turn out as well as things like this. Oh, and this path right here that I just did, it looks really weird in the end. I guess it's just because you know, it just cuts off so suddenly, so I was trying to figure out a way to make it, I guess, work in a way. Because since, you know, the lot does end right there. Ideally, it wouldn't end right there. Ideally, it would be more, like, longer, I guess. But I kept it on this kind of, like, area just because I did build something in the back as well. So, yeah. But it does look slightly weird, and it's just mainly the driveway area that looks weird. The pathing itself isn't that bad. I don't like how the squares are slanted, or, you know, from like that angle. It's kind of weird, but I mean, what else can you do, I guess? I do also really like the landscaping for like the plant-wise and stuff in this. It's kind of simple, but it just really works, and it is very repetitive as well. But I really like it. I just think it looks really nice. And I also just really like landscaping in general. Like, even in real life, I like looking at the landscaping and stuff that people have done for, like, their houses because it's just really pretty to me. I don't know. I just really like it. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry for the yawn. The red, like, I guess it's mulch? Is it mulch? I don't know. Type, on the floor just really makes me think of, like, Southern. Like someone who is Southern but has like a decent amount of money. Like I feel like that's someone who would live in this house. Obviously, like I said, the person that I do have that lives in this house is a family, and I mean they make all their, well, not all their money. The husband does have a job, but she makes all her money through farming and livestock and all this other stuff. The traditional cottage living. I was gonna say rags to riches, but I guess she really wasn't like a rags to riches. Although I did start her out with or she did have like a little bit of money, and she started out in a very much starter home in Hinford-on-Bagley. So I guess in a way it's kind of like a rags to riches, but without all the rules because I can't be bothered to keep up with the rules. So okay, the dog just made a noise. If you heard that, by the way. He likes to lay underneath, okay, he likes to lay underneath my desk. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He likes to lay underneath my desk and just keep me company in here while I'm recording or while I'm playing a game or anything. He just likes to be in here. And if you heard him again, he was shaking. So, sorry. Oh, what was I gonna say? In my last video, in my last speed build, actually, I mentioned how I made fresh pasta for the first time. Well, I had made it again after that, and it didn't turn out as well. It was still good, or whatever, but I then, said that for Christmas or anything, I really, really wanted a pasta maker, a pasta machine, to, thin out my pasta and stuff. That way I don't have to do it by hand anymore. And my husband's grandma actually bought one for me. So now I have one. And now I'm able to make my own pasta, which is really cool. And I feel so accomplished that I'm able to actually make my own and that I know how to make my own, which is, as I said, pretty cool. I really enjoy that. So I was struggling a little bit in the interior for wallpapers, which I very often do because I never really understand how I want them to look because I just go in it blind. I only see blueprints and exterior. I don't see a lot of interior, and even whenever I do, it's really boring interior, just plain white, just everywhere, and I don't really like that. I like to have some color. Granted, the color that's in here is kind of muted, except for the kitchen. The kitchen is a really nice color. I don't think I stuck with this green. I think I did blue for the kitchen mainly. Okay, yeah, don't that little section of tile, just ignore that. I don't know what was on my mind. I don't know how in the world I thought that was gonna work, but Oh my goodness, I got another yawn, I'm sorry. So the lighting, I didn't want to stick with the really bright white, lighting. I wanted to have more a yellowy kind of feel. So I think I used that light pretty much everywhere. The one that's over the table. I think I used that pretty much everywhere. Just because I really liked how that light worked, I guess. It just looked really nice. But yeah, so I do also want to say that the living room is pretty bare. I don't think it has a lot in it, and that's just because I spent most of the time working on kitchen and other rooms, so the living room wasn't that great. I think it's just a couch, a table, and a TV, and maybe a plant or two, and I think that's it. Oh, I also tried to brighten up the kitchen counters just because it was a little too light in there, so there is some hidden lights that are in there. that I think looked pretty nice. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much today. So, let's see. Oh, so, this potentially could be like a 4-bedroom house. One of the other bedrooms could be like a little bit bigger, and I just made it into an office just because at the time I didn't really need another bedroom. As I said, as I recorded this, it was just her husband, and their two toddlers. So there was that. Oh, and I basically use that wallpaper pretty much everywhere just to start out with, and then I'm pretty sure I changed it in the majority of the rooms that I used it in for some reason. But yeah, here's the office. It's right here. I just made it into a little, just a little office. Has a desk and has a closet for some reason. I mean, I don't know. I assume some offices have closets. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't think there's a lot of custom content in this build. I'll have to double check. If there is, then it will be linked down below. I also put in some knitting and some cross-stitching for her because I think I started her out with some cross-stitching, and I think I'm going to have her do some knitting too. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really played with them that often. I haven't actually really played The Sims in a while, to be honest. I go through spurts where, like, I don't play it as often. I'll play other games more, and then it's, like, the same for those, too. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much commentary is going to be part of this build, just because it is so long that I don't know if I'm going to have much to say about it. Because, honestly, there really isn't a lot to say regarding it. Oh yeah, here's the living room, but like I said, it's kind of bare. Like, there really isn't much in it. There's a couch, a table, a TV, a game thing. That's kind of it. The walls are kind of decorated in my version of it, just because there's like a lot of pictures and ribbons and stuff from her, like, competing in the fair stuff. So there is a little bit of that. Oh, and it wouldn't be my build if I didn't use that sunflower thing from Cats and Dogs, just because I absolutely love that plant, and I feel like it fits really well in this build. Oh, and so her kids are not twins, by the way. She just had one very close to the other one, and they just have, like, I don't know, for some reason I like assign colors to them. So one of them is like, his favorite color is green to me, and then the other one, his favorite color is blue. And then, like I said, she's pregnant, and I don't even know what she's gonna have, and I don't know when she's gonna have this baby, but she's pregnant, so that office might be turned into another bedroom, just because I don't really think anyone uses that office, if I'm honest. I don't really think they go in there and use it. I'm yawning again. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. but I just wanted to make sure that everyone is staying safe and that everyone is at least somewhat happy. Because I know around this time it gets kind of hard, and I know some people might not be very happy and everything, so I'm just trying to make sure. But let's get back to the build. So this bathroom I kind of struggled with just because it's kind of small and I didn't really know what to put in here. And there is a laundry room as well next to it. And then I will go ahead and say that next to that laundry room is a huge walk-in closet for the master bedroom. And it's massive, and I don't have the home designer pack, so it's kind of empty, just because I know that one came with like a few like really cool stuff for closets and stuff and just stuff like that, so mine's pretty empty. I would have had more in it, but I was trying really hard not to use any custom content. Like I said, if I did, I might have used like maybe a few little pieces of custom content, and I will have them linked below. But yeah, so I tried my hardest to fill it up the best that I could, because it's not that great, and I'm not really good at closets, especially one that's that huge. Like, you'll see it soon. It's massive. I don't understand how in the world I decided to keep it that big. I should have like added something over there instead of that huge closet, because like I said, it's huge and I don't have a whole lot of stuff to fill it with. But yeah, did little his and her sink in there. I just feel like they kind of fit with this cottage, this farmhouse. It's a farmhouse. I felt like it kind of fitted, or it kind of fit with the farmhouse vibe, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really seen very many farmhouses in my life, to be honest. Not in person, anyway. And yeah, here's the massive closet that I didn't know what to do with. So I just kind of put some shoe racks, and I did like the clothes hanging. And as you can see, like, I don't know. They just didn't really turn out that well. It's kind of, I don't know, I just don't really like it. I feel like it's kind of boring just because it is so empty. And I think I did like, yeah, I did that and then a mirror and a plant. I think that's all. I'm pretty sure that's all that I did for this closet, except for whenever I go back in and do some touch-ups with like decorating and stuff whenever I have the debug items. But that's honestly about it. And I feel like I don't know. I just don't know how I just don't know how well like it turned out, in my opinion. You guys will have to let me know how you like this. And also the bedroom is a little bit bare too. I think I just have an issue with creating bigger bedrooms and not knowing what to do with them, because there is like a lot of empty space and I just don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I need to get better at it, and that's something that I'm going to try to do, is get better with decorating and better with building and better with commentary. Because I feel like this commentary is not very good, but I'm trying, I promise. So I'm going to try to work on that, make it a little bit better, hopefully. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Oh, no, I'm not. Actually, I have one more thing to say. So, before we get to the outside portion, I do want to say that in the screenshots around a pond area, which this will be my first time ever using the pond tool, the pond tool, I think that's what it's called. This is my first time ever using it, and, I will say that in the screenshots for it, it is quite different than what's shown in the video. And that's just because I think I added it after I recorded the video. I'm not sure, but it looks better in the screenshot. And whenever I uploaded the build, it does have that, what is in the screenshot is in the build on the gallery. And if you do want to download it, it is on my gallery, and I will link that below as well. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up my commentary here and let you guys watch me finish decorating this, and then have the screenshots in the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back, and hopefully my next one will be a little bit better. And I'm sorry it's been quite a while since I have recorded anything. There has been a lot just going on with everything, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day or night or whatever time zone you are in, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.